masters of speed. This is Formula One.
Oh guys, welcome back. It's Jafmasterflash. How you doing? It's another league racing video today. This is with a new league. This is Ultimate Formula Racing League, and welcome. So, as you can see, I'm in the old Alpha Tauri, which is unusual because the other two leagues I'm in Mercedes. But I've joined this league way later. They only had a short season, and the season is almost over. I think this is the third from last race. I think they only had a 10 race season, from what I can gather, and yeah, here it is. I think from watching the live stream back, Thick Daddy, he's the guy to beat. He can win tonight. He wins the league if he can win tonight and get a fastest lap. Like I said, there's only 3 races to go, and this is the third from the end. I joined way later than majority of people, I think, from what I can gather. I don't know anybody here, so it's just me, myself, and I against everybody else. It was only after watching the stream, actually back the actual league stream is over on Twitch. If you guys want to find it, let me know, and I'll post a link down in the comments. But yeah, it wasn't until I watched that back that I realised who was quicker. But at this point, going into the race, I didn't know who anybody was, didn't know what the racing was like, didn't know anything. It was my actual debut tonight. I should have raced last week, but I was really busy. Just unfortunate that this week I could make it. And what circuit Spa is. Everybody knows my thoughts already on Spa and how much of a great circuit it is. 5 red lights. We are away. So I started P4. Didn't have the best of starts. That's so much to be true. However, going into turn 1, you can see I massively got clattered by Shadow. And when I watched it back, it was bizarre. I want to say it looks like he had oversteer, but you don't get oversteer on a straight. And yeah, it punted me right off the track. And going up Radion, Rouge and Radion, there was a spun Red Bull on the top. And to me, whilst I was racing, it didn't look like it ghosted. It wasn't until, so I hit the brakes, and it wasn't until I was a bit closer that it had ghosted. And by that time I had lost all momentum and ended up down in P10. So, not great at all. Not great for a debut league race. However, there's 22 laps in total, just like Australia. There's no need to panic. Know that it's going to be a long race. I feel quite pacey. So yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know whether it's the game. I don't know whether it's a change in mindset. But I seem, rather than being on it straight at the beginning, I seem to take a few laps to just get into it and to find a rhythm, and then start progressing from there. I was really annoyed that I dropped the P10. That punt at turn 1 on lap 1 was annoying, to say the least, as that threw me off. I was in the dirty air, on the dirty line, sorry, so I had to go off track. And watching it back, I was a little bit annoyed. But that's racing. It is what it is. And I've just got to get head down and get on with it. Enjoyed it though, really did enjoy it. And for a debut race and sitting in P10, I have to be happy with the result. I really do. Like I said, I don't know whether it's a mindset thing, but I'm really enjoying league racing at the moment. I really am. Results are coming thick and fast. Should have a lot better results in BRS. But I worked out the other day, and looking back through the races, out of 6 races, I've won 2 and been screwed all the other times. Apart from, sorry, I've won 2. I have, there's only once I wasn't screwed, and that was at Austria, when it rained halfway through the race and I was on a really, really low downforce setup and nothing I could do about that. So yeah, if you guys watched Monaco last week, you'll see exactly what happened. I managed to get an overtake done at Monaco for P2, and then just out of the simple section had a throttle spike and it punted me into a wall, and that's the issues I'm dealing with. I said it on the WLR video. I am waiting to get a Fanatec set up. I'm just waiting for the wheelbase to come into stock. As soon as that is in stock, I will be ordering it, and hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll get it sooner rather than later. But the minute that I can get it, there will be no more excuses for me. There will be no more throttle spikes. There will be no more braking spikes, as I'm suffering with both, and it doesn't matter how much I increase the brake dead zone, the throttle dead zone, the linearity or saturation or whatever. I'm still suffering big time with it. So on to lap 5, safety car came out. Safety car's coming in. A few people boxed. I wasn't going to run that risk. I know Spa last game used to be a decent-ish circuit on tyre wear, but unfortunately this game it seems to be a tyre eater, and even pitting lap 10 when you're supposed to pit and going on to hards, the tyres still, the hard tyres are still very run at the 50% stage come the end of the race, and you only do 12 laps on hards. You do 10 on the medium, 12 on hards. So yeah, that's a bit concerning. It's because of how long the track is and all the twisty technical turns, the high speed of Pouon and so forth. Especially, I think it's the last corner before Blanchimont. That's quite a high speed corner, and you need to nail that, otherwise you'll lose speed all the way down the back straight, and that you can ill afford. So yeah, no DRS now again for 3 laps, and just sticking with these guys. Like I said, I don't know enough about them. This is my first race, so I just have to just hold back, stick with them, and then go for overtakes or go for opportunities where I can. Try to keep as much battery as I can, and then try and get them down the camel straight. That's the safest option, because as I said, with not knowing what races are like, I have to just back off. I can't go in it fully guns blazing. Like I said, I feel pacey enough. Bunny almost went for a little trip then, so he's lacking downforce. You can see that just the way he almost caught and lost it on a curb. But yeah, I was quite happy with the setup. I expected the setup to be too high on the wings. I was running 6-8 wings, and that's probably too much for obviously loss in straight line speed. Whereas, Thick Daddy was putting in 47.9s, and my next best lap was 49.1. However, with being in traffic, dirty air, etc. But yeah, I overall I was happy. What I probably should have done was run 5.7 rather than 6.8, but it is what it is. I was quite happy with the setup. Wasn't a massive speed gain on the straight, but it was decent enough down through sector 2, and that's another thing that I'm trying to find the balance of with setups. You guys who know the channel, and for those guys who new, who check the channel out, you'll see that I've got a lot of setup videos, And you will see that with the setup videos, spend quite a long time trying to get them nailed, trying to get them perfected, trying to get them right. And I still struggle today. I still struggle to, especially when it comes to league racing, not so much getting the car set up for race setups, because that's you know, you can rough out a ballpark setup, and that should take care of a lot of things. What I mean is, when it comes to league racing, I can never seem to get the balance just perfect. I really can't. So you're either you're always in a trade-off between sectors, as in Belgium is technically two sectors, even though it's three. And what I mean by that is you have the straight line speeds of sectors 1 and sector 3, okay, apart from the bus stop in sector 3, but you have the technical bit of sector 2. So what do you, when you can't find a perfect balance, what do you sacrifice? Do you sacrifice straight line speed of sectors 1 and 3, or do you sacrifice straight line speed and go for a little bit more downforce and worry about sector 2? And that's it. And that's the trade-off you have to always work with. If this was Australia, for an example, there is no way I would sacrifice downforce, because I know how much of a tricky circuit Australia is. Australia is quite a, you know, a very tricky circuit, and the more downforce you can stick on, the better you will be. However, the more downforce becomes more drag, and you lose a lot more speed. So I was able to get Bunny on the Camel Straight, and I'm just gonna try and pull away a little bit and try and catch the guys up in front, Motion Hazard and Parkour King. Problem is, those pair have got DRS on the guys in front, and no matter how hard I try to get close to them, as soon as they hit the DRS, they will gain 4 to 5 to 6 tenths just for being in that DRS train, which is frustrating, because I do get the gap down to about 2.4, and then they pull away again on the Camel Straight. So yeah, I need a lot more battery than what I currently got to catch back up. So it's kind of gonna be a race in no man's land at this point. I'm just gonna have to wait to get to my pit stop. It wasn't a bad lap, to be fair. I did a 48.0. Like I said earlier, Thick Daddy did a 47.9. So not too bad. 2 tenths off, or just over a tenth and a half off. And again, I think it was setup related. Wings were probably a little bit too high, especially for around Spa. That's duly noted. And next time I'll roll with 5.7 more than likely. So I'm up in the P3 because it appeared that Motion Hazard spun off onto the grass, and I managed to get Parkour down to about 2.1. And the good thing is now, with the fact that Motion Hazard is not with the Parkour King, they're not going to get the boost from DRS, which means that I can go and catch, or try and attempt to catch them even more, as Thick Daddy spun off. Hindsight is an absolute wonderful tool. It really, really is. Another pit window is coming up. The pit window opens lap 10. What I should have done at the end of this lap, knowing that Thick Daddy had spun off, should have gone into the pits. Should have let the Parkour King go and just gone into the pits and dealt with it then. As you can see, I checking the tyres because I was having this internal monologue with myself. But I decided to go again. And the reason why I decided to go again was I was going to try and get in the DRS of a Parkour King. But that being said, it was stupid. And this is why I love hindsight, I really do. Thick Thick Daddy is definitely quick, and you've got to take your hat off to him. He really is quick. But what I should have done was probably gone and tried the undercut, especially with him being so quick and me probably lacking a little less downforce than him. As Tomo had pitted, and I think he'd gone on the softs into the 46.7. So yeah, you can see just how much speed that Thick Daddy had down the Camel Straight. But even at this point where I'm catching the Park All King, still didn't want to pit for some reason. And you can tell that I had a lot more downforce in sector 2 than Thick Daddy did, just for the fact that I pulled out nearly 3/10 on him at this point. So again, it's sacrifice. Where do you sacrifice more? You can get a lot of time in sector 2, and especially with a good launch out of here. And I've gained nearly 5/10 on Thick Daddy just in sector 2 alone. However, he could roll up to the back of me and take me out on Camel Straight. Really happy though with the Park Walking, managed to close that gap. And if they decided to go on, and I'd get them down the Camel Straight and take the lead. However, they box, and it's at this point where I should have followed them into the pits. As Thick Daddy pit, he's a pit, and going into turn 1, I realised that I made a massive mistake. I realised that I'd made a big mistake, and you live and die by your mistakes. And yeah, what can you do? You can't change it. So you just head down and deal with it the best way you can. Like I said, I was not so much annoyed. It's just a stupid mistake that that you were going to deal with and get on with. You know, it's a new league. It's a new race. It is what it is. Like I said, I enjoyed it. It's my debut race. Wherever I finish, I'll finish. You know, it's my own fault. I wasn't crucial enough at certain points. But yeah, like I said, I enjoy myself, and that's what it's all about, enjoying it. And as races go on, more and more races go on, I'm enjoying them even more. You know, I had a really good result in WOR last week. I had a really good result here, considering it's the first time ever racing here. I had an okayish result in Monaco. Should have been a lot better than what it was, but dealing with issues. So yeah, the last 2 weeks has been really good in terms of league racing. So that's a massive tick, massive plus for me. As I said before, this is a new racing league that I've joined. If you want the link, to their Twitch, let me know and I'll drop a link down in the comments below. I'm sure if you want to join, again, I could probably help you guys with that. If you want to come and join, and you want to join in league racing, it is on Xbox, but obviously now with crossplay, I assume anybody's welcome. I don't know that to be true, but it is what it is. Guys, hope you are good. Hope you are well. Welcome to UFRL. Driving in the AlphaTauri. Obviously, if I had my choice, I would probably take the Mercedes, because I couldn't get used to the AlphaTauri sound. This is the Honda engine. I couldn't get used to it, and this is why I was annoyed at myself, because tyre warm up. You can see Thick Daddy just breezing past me. Yeah, they had fresh tyres. What can I do? What I should have done was boxed in front of Thick Daddy, come out. We would have had the same. We would have been on the same tyre warm-up stage, and it would have been a lot easier. But it is what it is. But yeah, guys, I am going to leave you. I'm going to bounce. I'm going to leave you with the next 10 laps of Spa de Francorchamps, one of the greatest circuits that ever on the planet. As look at that slide I just caught. I was gone. I was almost gone, and that is because the tyres were still cold and I was pushing too much. And you can see just on how cold the tyres were, by just how much Thick Daddy and Parker had got off in front of me. And before I do go, I remembered I need to give a shout out to, I think it was Outer Poem. Something happens a little bit later on, and they managed to get in and change the tyres for softs. At the end of the safety car, we're side by side going into turn 1, I think, and he leaves so much room. You know, any other mortal would have clattered into you, forced you off, just to get the move done. But mad respect for that. Really good racing, and yeah, huge respect to Poem for that. You guys carry on watching, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, remember to do all that good stuff. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, wherever you are in the world today. Hope you're good, hope you're well. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, and I'll catch you in the next one. Next one up will be BRS Miami. Welcome to Miami. Welcome to Miami. Anyway, guys, wherever you are, take care. Catch you in the next one. Peace.
Gap behind is 4.0 seconds. Gap to the car ahead is 3.4 seconds. There's been an incident on track resulting in loose debris. Fortunately, the marshals have managed to clear it up in time, and there are so far no plans for a safety car. Okay, let's get ready to go racing again. The safety car is in this lap. When the field accelerates, remember there's no overtaking until the timing line. Safety car in this lap. Track is clear, green flag.
I'll go and get. Managing your tyres, manage your tyres. Okay, clear. Track, but officials aren't looking to push for a safety car right now, just be careful. Okay, slow down, your delta's negative, which means you're going too fast. Reduce Another
pace.
safety car. Safety car's going on again, that means...
This lap. Safety car in this lap. Let's
Two
make
laps
sure
of
those
racing.
tyres are up to temperature, and remember, there's no overtaking until the timing line. Stay in position.
And I'm sandwiched in between, currently P4, I'm sandwiched in between two soft runners, but the two soft runners got 3 seconds on them.
made it look so easy. Okay, we've got 4 laps of fuel remaining. Okay, this is your final lap of the race. Okay, there's been an incident on track resulting in loose debris. Fortunately, the marshals have managed to clear it up in time, and there are so far no plans for a safety car.
That's it, P2. Let's go. Pit strategy team come out, and it's safety car, safety car. Funny enough, a Haas just won here. Yes, mate. I want to